It's the donkey of the day.
For the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, donkey of the day for Friday, October 11th goes to a New Jersey man named Richard Decker. Let's call him Dick. You know Dick is short for Richard, so we'll call him Dick Decker. Now, we really need to see if Dick's origins start in Florida because, man, on a scale of 1 to Florida, the level of stupidity in this man's story is absolutely Pahokee. I've never been to Pahokee in Florida, but it's ranked the worst place in Florida, so I'm just assuming it has to be pretty bad. And when I hear what Dick Decker was arrested for, I have to think to myself, WTF, what the Florida? All right, I'm sorry, Florida, but you all have reached a level of crazy that when we hear certain stories, we say to ourselves, oh, he must be from Florida. When I told the story to the room this morning, it was like, where that happened? Florida? No, Dick Decker is not from Florida. He's from New Jersey, but he's just pulled a Florida move. Now, unfortunately, there is no news report for this story yet, and I'm highly disappointed because I love when it's news reports about nut-ass news like this. See, according to the New Jersey Herald, Richard Dick Decker, 31 years old, wanted to have sex. And I guess there was some fine things on a farm in Jersey that caught his eye. Oh, yes, parts of Jersey definitely have farmland, and Sussex County is one of those places. People work on these farms, they live on these farms, and Dick Decker was in the need of some sexual healing. So what Richard started doing, what Dick started doing is sending messages to farms and horse stables in Sussex County asking if he could have sex. Now, I know y'all think that sounds creepy, and you should because it is. A random person calling you just asking for sex. But look, it gets worse. Because, see, the people Dick Decker was calling were animal caregivers. And when he was asking to have sex, he wasn't asking to have sex with the animal caregivers. He was asking if he could have sex with their horses and cows. I can't make this kind of stuff up. I'm reading this in the New York Post right now. Dick Decker, 31 years old, began sending the messages to Sussex County farms and horse stables in 2018, asking the animal caregivers if he could have sex with their cows and horses. Question, do you think Dick Decker is a vegan? Okay, I'm thinking of Sexy Vegan from last week. He was a vegan who was sleeping with his dog, but people don't eat dogs in America, so that don't count. But if you're a vegan having sex with cows and horses, something's not adding up, all right? Now, Dick Decker didn't take the rejection kindly. He called these animal caregivers and asked for consent to sleep with their cows and horses. He was rejected by the farmers, so what did Dick Decker do? Dick Decker sent threats back and placed homemade metal spikes on their driveways to damage their cars. In one case, he threatened to beat a farmer's wife with a wooden stick when denied permission to fornicate with their horses and cows. And several of the property owners reported their tires had been damaged by spikes, and when he was arrested and police searched his home, they found a homemade .22 caliber gun, arrows with explosives attached, metal spikes similar to those used at the farms, and posters of the Chick-fil-A cow. I'm not making this stuff up, people. You know what? It's time to play a game of Guess What Race It Is! Now, Richard Dick Decker, 31 years old, Sussex County, New Jersey, called farms and asked the animal caregivers if he could have sex with their cows and horses, and when he was rejected, resorted to violence. Guess what race it is, Angela Yee?
I will definitely, without a hesitation, say he is Old Town Road white.
No shade. Actually, Old Town Road would be black, though, right?
Well, not the remix.
No.
You gotta say the remix.
DJ Envy. Richard Dick Decker, 31 years old, Sussex County, New Jersey, called farms and asked the animal caregivers if he could have sex with their cows and horses. When he was rejected, he resorted to violence. Guess what race it is?
This one's a tough one.
Okay.
This one's a tough one. I think you're trying to throw me off.
Come on.
I gotta go white.
You know, I'm gonna ask Steven. Steven's the white man in the room. Steven.
Oh, he knows.
Richard Dick Decker, 31 years old, Sussex
Think
County,
about
New
Steven
Jersey.
and his dog.
Called farms and asked the animal caregivers if he could have sex with their cows and horses. When he was denied, he resorted to violence. Guess what race it is, Steven the White Demon?
He was white, but we don't claim him. We gave him up in the racial draft of 2009.
Okay. All right. Damn, why you slam the mic down like that? Jesus Christ. I would like Steven the White Demon, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee to know that they're all correct.
I know it, yes.
Richard Dick Decker is Caucasian. Let me tell you something. The male ego is fragile as is, but the white male ego, woof. The white male ego is fragile as eggs. That's probably why eggs are white, because white men have sex with chickens, all right? And then they have the white eggs, all right? The entitlement and the privilege that comes with being a white male. When you don't get your way, even if it's because someone told you, no, dick, you can't put your Richard in my horses and cows. The level of entitlement one must have to think that they are wrong for this. And for you to resort to violence, this story really made me think of Vanilla ISIS. You know who Vanilla ISIS is? Those white male domestic terrorists who shoot things up because they haven't dealt with their trauma properly, so they just redistribute that pain to other people. But don't raise your hand, Steven. You're scaring me, all right? The rejection that white men feel from not getting laid usually results in violence. Steven, don't raise your hand. You raise your hand twice, okay? This is yet another reason why Steven, the White Demon, our cameraman, scares the hell out of me, all right? Please let Kathy Griffin give Richard Dick Decker the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mail the biggest hee-haw.
Dick Decker. Hello, my name is Dick, and I would like to have sexual relations with your horse and your cow. Are they available around 7:30 tonight?
You did that too well.
Definitely sound like our camera guy has done that before. But anyway, thank you for that dog key today.
Moving on.
Imagine this guy, Dick Decker, in his room with a big bottle of Jergens, Chick-fil-A posters on the wall, beating off to the Chick-fil-A cow. Can you imagine? What is wrong with the world?
What is wrong with you for thinking of that, man?
Watching the old reruns of Mr. Ed just whacking. Watching the Kentucky Derby just going at us.
Oh, my goodness.
Donkey Today is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.